Now rocking with the best. Who's the boxing show that's knocking out the competition? The kick-ass podcast that make you want to listen. The place where boxing fans and fighters rejoice. Thumbs up for Richie, you're listening to the fighter's voice.
Dominate the lightweight division only because he has all 4 bouts. Are we going to see a Taylor Ramirez too? Is that Arnold Barboza on the line?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
How we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce on the line, we got with us the undefeated top contender, Mr. Arnold Barboza. We can change that, and we got his picture. We'll bring it right up here. There we are, right on with us. Arnold, I started the show and I was talking about the Josh Taylor uh, Catterall fight. I thought, personally, I thought that it could have been called a draw. Or, hey, we always want to see the upset. We always want to see new champions. But at the end of the day, you got to finish the fight strong. As a professional, you watched every single round. What was your take on this fight, Arnold?
To be honest, I thought it could have went either way, but I seen, Jack Catterall win the fight. Honestly, I think, he won the fight. But it is what it is, man. Everyone knows how the boxing game could be, and it's what it is, man. Sucks for Catterall. I still don't think that Jack Catterall, is still on the level like I am. I just think Josh Taylor, and there's no excuse. Jack Catterall put on a good performance, but I still think that Josh Taylor had maybe trouble with weight, but he just didn't look the same either. Maybe he had trouble fighting a lefty. Maybe his Jack Catterall's size was I don't know, an effect. Something was off, but congrats to Catterall, man. He did good. Josh Taylor didn't look so good, but it could be the weight. It just could be Catterall. So I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did at all, Catterall, didn't he remind you just of his style? Not, well, I don't want to say too much of his style, but his being compact and the way he was trying to roll the punches kind of reminded me personally of Regis Prograis.
Yeah, it did. It did, but I just think that Catterall, he made it an ugly fight too. It was an ugly fight, man. I don't think it was a good fight, to be honest. It was more holding and wrestling going on than boxing, and I don't know. I just think that Jack Catterall came in with a good game plan. He had a good game plan, and Taylor just he just wanted a knockout. He thought he was going to get him out of there quick, but like I said, I don't know if it's the weight or what it was, but I don't know what happened, man. I mean, I just think that Josh Taylor maybe overlooked him, or it could have been the weight. Who knows?
Arnold, you've been in these close fights. You've been in these type of fights. How do you make the transition, and how does your corner separate what's going on in there? As far as when I say separate, give you the advice and to make that transition for you to be successful in the ring.
Yeah, man. I think it comes with as a fighter, you got to really listen to your corner. It comes with a lot of years of being together. My father's been with me since 5.5 years old, so. And he's my father on top of that, I think that, both corners were giving, good instruction. I couldn't really hear too much, but they both were doing, they both had, good corners. And I just think that, Catterall pulled it off, man. I just think he had a great fight. I would love to fight, anybody right now, so we'll see what happens.
Well, that was going to be my next question, Arnold. You got a chance to watch, the undisputed champion of the world. I mean, you were tuned into it. Now, if you get the call, how does Arnold Barboza make the transition and make it a clear-cut victory if you were to face Josh Taylor?
Honestly, I think, watching both these guys' performance today, if they were to fight me, it'll be the same as they were today. I don't think both these guys would be able to hang with me. I think my punch, how many punches I throw in a fight, with that alone,
Your volume.
But yeah, both of them, I probably threw more punches in the Salcedo fight than they both threw today. Like I said, I don't think they'll be able to keep up with my output. I just think I'd be too much on top of me knowing how to box, my speed. I just think that they didn't look too fast. I just think Josh Taylor they couldn't see nothing coming, man. Maybe it was just him fighting another lefty. And I just think, Josh Taylor right now would if he fought like this against Ramirez, I think Taylor would have been stopped. I think he loses to Cepeda. I think he loses to a lot of the top guys right now. If with a performance like this, who knows what could have happened in training camp or his knee or whatever, but it just definitely wasn't the Josh Taylor that, everyone's used to seeing.
Very well said. I'd said on top of this show, that, hey, I would leave it to the experts. And I appreciate you calling in. I always love your take. And we got to get you booked on the show where we sit down and talk about the entire show with Arnold Barboza. Any fight news right now that you can drop on us?
Nothing yet. We're waiting to see what happens, what Josh Taylor does. We're waiting on whatever, see what happens, man. Hopefully we can get, a title shot. If not a title shot, get, a big name, Right now I'm just patiently waiting in the gym, staying ready. So we'll see what happens, man. To see what Rick has planned and what the promotion has planned, and we'll go from there.
Hey, sounds good. Hey, Arnold, when you get that fight day, give me a call. I want to head down there, take my team down there, and get some content of you working out, and put together a great. We'll have a sit down interview, and we'll do it the right way.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I got you. No problem.
Okay, man. I'm still waiting for that hoodie, and I still got to send you one out there of the fighter's voice, my man.
I got you, man. I got you. We're gonna start coming up with some design and stuff, and once I get them, I'll send some out to you.
Okay, hey Arnold, what podcast takes care of you every single time?
Oh, the fighter's voice, man. Come on now.
The fighter's voice, the only voice that matters. We're like Arnold Barboza. We're simply knocking out the competition. Have a good day, Arnold, and I'll talk to you soon, my man.
You too, man. All right, thank you.
All right, take care. Ladies and gentlemen, Arnold Barboza. Go ahead and remove that. Arnold Barboza. We got his take on it. In his take, he clearly had it. Jack Catterall taking care of the fight and making it happen completely as possible. It says, when you can say a show is sponsored by, again, exactly. You know what? I just got a reminder from our producer right now. Once again, our sponsor. Today's show is Fresno County Public Safety Association. They're making it happen, man. When they do things, they do it right because they're doing it on the side of the law and also inside of the ring. Come May 14th. And I'm going to name 3 big names, man. I call them the 3-headed monster. You got my man Ernie. You got my man Josh. You got my man Larry. And these 3 guys are making it happen, making it worthwhile for us, the public, and the fans, and the commentators to enjoy the sweet science, and that is the sport of boxing. Don't forget, Fresno, California, May 14th. We'll be dropping names. We'll be dropping posters and making this happen. Once again, it'll be Brian Batman Williams in the main event. So if you live in the Fresno area, make sure you get your tickets. They'll be going available in about 2 weeks at the Tower District. Now, I do want to talk about Jose Ramirez because we're going to be giving away 2 pairs of tickets to the Jose Ramirez fight. Now, in order to win those tickets, to claim those tickets, you must subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice. Remember, every fighter has a voice, and so do you if you win those tickets. Drop a comment on any of the YouTube channels. On this event today, leave a comment and show that you did subscribe to the channel. I'll put you in a hat, your name, and we'll draw those names out, and come Friday, March 4th, you and a friend can show up live and watch the Avenal Kid reclaim his crown by taking on Pedroza, the sniper. With the victory, puts him right back into the mix. You can possibly see a Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez rematch. And you want to be a part of history because history will be made. You're going to have 3 Olympians that same night making his professional heavyweight debut as the Olympian. Richard Torres Jr. also be on the card. And on the comeback trail is Stockton's own, Stockton's king, Gabriel Flores Jr. will also be on that card. It's going to be a mega event, and it's sponsored by Top Rank ESPN Plus. And at this time, I want to thank Rick Merigian, who is the promoter of this event, who sponsored the Fighter's Voice with a pair of tickets. He said, Richard, give these out on your show, man. I mean, everybody watches the podcast. Everybody is a part of this platform. There he is right there, Mr. Rick Merigian, the promoter of the show, and also the manager of, we just got the phone call with Arnold Barboza and Jose Ramirez. So we thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. And if you see Rick around, hey, say thank you for helping out the Fighter's Voice, man, with them pair of tickets. I called in, I subscribed to the channel, and I love it. So back to the poster, back to Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez fights Friday, March 4th, Save Mart Center. Tickets are still available, and I will tell you guys, this event will sell out. You can sit back and watch it on ESPN. You can sit back and be a part of the Top Rank family, but there's nothing like being there live in Fresno, California, and I guarantee you that when Jose Ramirez walks out and that song drops, you're going to feel something in your heart, your corazon, your panza. You may even drop your cerveza. You'll hug your old lady. You'll hug your family. And you might even have great sex that night because everything's just popping off that night. Being that said, is because I am truly hyped for the fight, and I'm truly hyped about wanting to give these pair of tickets away. 2 sets of tickets to the Jose Ramirez fight happening Friday, March 4th, Save Mart Center. And you can win your pair by simply subscribing to our channel, our YouTube channel. That's www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice. Drop a comment on this event that you got going live right now, because it'll still be on our YouTube channel, and show proof that you subscribed. I'll put your name in the hat. I'll call your name on Tuesday's show at the very end. It gives you plenty of time to make arrangements and plans. Find a babysitter. Bring a pen. Bring a picture. Jose Ramirez, get ready to take a selfie, because afterwards, Jose may be entering the DoubleTree Hotel. Oops, I'm sorry. Did that slip out? I better keep that to myself. So you get to embrace him, thank him, and also congratulate him. But the sniper may have something to say about that. That's why the sweet science is such a beautiful sport. All it takes is one. When I say one, is one right hand and one left hook, and then that's all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Richard Ortiz of the Fighter's Voice Kick-Ass Podcast. The only voice that matters. We're simply making it happen. And hey, I appreciate your subscribers. I appreciate your support. And my phone's kind of blowing up right here. But you know what? I just wanted to go on and off real quick, because we got things to do and make things happen. I got to get ready. I got to prepare myself. I got to look good when I go see the Jose Ramirez fight. And also that Saturday, the very next day, Madera, California is going to throw down. It's the Madtown Throwdown. That's amateur boxing at its finest. The Madtown Throwdown. This event starts at 1 o'clock. Doors open at 12:30. The first boxing match is at 1 p.m. And on that same board, that same entertainment, that same place, that same building, the Fighter's Voice will be selling hoodies and t-shirts with print on the front and the back right there. That hoodie right there is $30. $30, man. That's a great price for print front and back. The shirts look exactly the same for $20. Put them together, they're $50. That day, if you buy both the hoodie and the t-shirt, you get it for $45, which is a steal of a deal. And I guarantee you, the shirts are not going to shrink. They're not going to stink. They're going to look good wherever you walk, in the city or in the hood. We're going to make it happen. Remember, only the Fighter's Voice. Now, I will be the ring announcer for that fight, and I'm going to give it my all. We're going to make sure that these young kids, the future of boxing, feel like professionals. It's going to be an amateur show with a professional atmosphere. Yeah, that's me right there, yours truly. I may just wear the same getup as always right there. I'm going to give these kids the time of their life. I'm going to give Madera, California, an event that never been taken place like ever before, because I'm going to give it my all and my corazón. So once again, let's pull up that poster. There we go. That's right after the Jose Ramirez fight, March 5th, 2022. And we're going to make things happen that day. Don't forget the Jose Ramirez ticket giveaway. 2 pair of tickets to Jose Ramirez's fight. Go ahead and bring up that poster. Jose Ramirez's fight, March 4th. I almost said 5th because, you know, I'm so excited about competing the 5th. When I say competing within myself to be the best that I can. March 4th, Fresno, California, Save Mart Center. Win your pair of tickets. Drawing is going to take place live on our Tuesday show, but you must subscribe to our channel and leave a comment on this segment right here. And it's www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice. Remember, every fighter has a voice, and so do you. It's a wrap, and as always, thumbs up for Richie.